And I'm 19-year-old Sea Green Pea. Oi mate! What's 9 plus 10? No, not you. The next guy. What's 9 plus 10? Yeah! If you're wondering what that's all about, you'll have to wait a couple of years. It'll make sense when I'm 21. Anyway, so, yeah. I'm 19. So yeah, I'm 19, and I'm just going to sort of talk a little bit about the year that's gone, what I did last year, and what I'm going to do this year. You know, what my plans and goals are. So first of all, last year, I mean, when I filmed this, I was like on break from being in the hospital because I was getting treatment because I was very sick, like very, very sick, you know. I wasn't just wearing a bandana for aesthetic reasons. Anyway, so I got out of the hospital in April, and actually while I was in hospital I got this very camera that I'm filming with as a sort of present from charity, which was, actually that was really, really nice of them to do that for me. You know, they didn't have to do that, but they did. They went the extra mile. And yeah, I got to speak to Russell T Davies, head writer of Doctor Who. That was really fun and kind of reinvigorated my interest in Doctor Who, actually. So, you know, shout out to Russell T Davies for making me fall in love with the show all over again. Then, sort of throughout like May and the rest of summer, I went on various camping trips with my godfathers, who are both very lovely men. Like, I love them to bits. And in one of those I actually saw some fireworks. The last one, that was in September at Ledbury. So, but yeah, so a lot of camping throughout the sort of middle of the year. Rewinding a bit to the end of April, I went back to college, although I didn't really do much. I didn't have much planned. I didn't have to worry about like finishing all my work, thankfully, because my tutor was very kind. You know, he very kindly made sure I would get extenuating circumstances, which I was very, very, just very grateful for, you know. But also while I was in college, I filmed just as many sketches as I could. Just as many as I could. And I've edited them all up into videos, and I'm going to be releasing them later this year. I'll talk more about that in a bit. So yeah, once college was over, I didn't really do a whole lot else. I did start to sort of go out a bit more. Like, I went out a few times to the club in like town and stuff. So yeah, I went to the club for the first time this year. Like, that's kind of the first time I've ever really gone out on a night out like that. That's like a whole new experience, and it's really fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. Yeah, and then I did that a few times last year, including New Year's Eve, which was really fun. In December I filmed a couple more sketches, and I booked a trip to Cardiff, which I have just got back from. I got back from Cardiff 2 days ago, on the 28th, and well, it's now the 30th, so, you know, that's sort of the sum up of the year, sort of not including all of the days where I just sort of relaxed and sort of was mentally recovering still, you know, and all that jazz. I didn't do a whole lot last year, and I wasn't feeling super positive, like I wasn't feeling super happy throughout most of the year, but I did sort of do some stuff, and, you know, obviously I got a ton of content filmed, or at least I would say I got a good amount of content filmed, which I was quite happy about. But until then, I've run out of things to say, so I've run out of things to say, so I'm just gonna end